Well, good evening, everyone. It's evening where I am, continuing the 500 cemetery semi-juicing farm identical setup that I did on the first 100 maps. This is the second video in the series. This will be maps 101 through 200, I guess you could say. If for some reason you didn't see the first video, the results were 14.5x per hour and a grand total of 5 brother stashes in 100 maps. A little bit below what I expected, particularly the X per hour. I think I, as usual, underestimated a little bit how fast I was going to clear the maps. I thought I'd do them all in 3 minutes flat. Apparently, it was taking me about 3.5, counting a few seconds in the hideout, which I guess that makes sense. But honestly, I kind of set a goal out to do 20x an hour with this particular strategy. It kind of looking like it's not going to happen. There's probably some other factors that I'm not considering that are getting into that, like fluctuations in the marketplace. However, a significant portion of what we're farming is just straight up raw exalted orbs. I'd say at least like 30 to 40% of everything that I find is just pure exalts, which I love the strategy for, and that's going to run 100% consistent with X per hour analyzing. But yeah, other things like scarabs and I guess just, the numerous other things I'm picking up are kind of just off. A lot of things keep going down, have been going down in value. A few things going up in value, but most things actually going down in value. Here we're in the last couple weeks of the season. I'm going to try to cram these out before the marketplace gets too chaotic. But at any rate, this identical setup as the last one. Again, we're running some 8-mod corrupted sextants, and we got hunted traders in the back end. Just need enough maps to self-sustain pretty well. I had a whole bunch of maps carried over from the last one. Actually, enraged monsters from the strong boxes, 500% quantity. That's the usual stuff there. Elevated strongbox, elevated gloom shrine. I have enough of those elevated sections to last me 1,000 maps if I wanted. Actually on the first video I did technically forget to show the Atlas passives. It's literally exactly the same that I had on the 100 map semi-juicing on Cemetery. The only thing of note is this little delirium wheel. That's kind of where the last few points went. Everything else just looks exactly like this. Just trying to be as efficient and get the most value that I can out of pack size and beyond, basically. And then just strongbox, cranking up the quantity modifiers, running magic find, 55% magic find on gear. I did actually pull some points out of Onslaught here and was looking and actually switched out another brutal restraint, believe it or not. So I guess I'll go through that here, get a little bit more life on here. I was dying a few times the last one. The extra points I put actually in the top end wheel here because I need the bottom side to cover. I have 99% chance to hit without this node, so okay. I could have a level 21 precision actually would cover it too, but a level 21 anomalous precision is like 50 exalts apparently, so not getting it for now. This brutal restraint was particularly nice. Look at all these useful mods here. Secondary mods, I got 4% life. Alchemist Genius, 4% life, 5% dex. Chance to avoid being stunned, which actually brings me up to 93% avoidance on that. 5% dex, 25% crit, 5% dex, and Frenzy Charge on kill, which I have to pull out of this to remove this Mark Mastery, which I don't really need the Mark wheel down here for mapping per se. It's okay. It's somewhat useful at the end when beyond bosses are left on the map, scattered around. Anyway, I was able to put 30% reduced extra damage from crit strikes back in as well for that. So a lot of damage actually. Pulling the top end of this wheel out when I'm not running, brittle, is pretty painful. Raw crit chance is quite meaningful for the fizz to cold conversion with no brittle. So that is, it just kind of dawned on me that I'm forfeiting about 15% of my total damage by not having these 4 points here. So it's kind of foolish to not do it, especially when I have a brutal restraint that even gives me another good bonus, like 4% life here. So I have a little bit more life. I got Alchemist Genius back on. I no longer have Blind on Hit, and I have a whole bunch more crit chance, basically, crit damage. Oh, I lost a 5% Fizz's Extra Cold as well. Yeah, so just a little bit of story time there. 13.5. Yeah, basically there. It looks like, whereas on the recent one, it was 28.75x, it is now 28.5x. So apparently, you can see a lot of red here, right? Cemetery maps, this is kind of dumb. Cemetery maps apparently gone way up in value. I don't know what that's all about. It's whatever. Everything's kind of even out in the end. So yeah, let's get this show on the road. No reason to talk your heads off on the subsequent videos here. Take another snapshot. Pull that there. Bring you back here.
My mana is gone.
I'm not going to be able to do all 100 maps in here. I'll probably do about, I don't know, 70 maps maybe. We'll be leveling lots of gems. Looks like I can level a grand total of about 24 enhances all the way up, which is pretty wild. Quite surprised that I'm able to do that. But that does seem to be the case. In 100 maps, I can level 24 enhanced supports all the way up to 3. With this bow here set up this way, and then Maloney's as a backup. 3 additional slots. Pretty cool. I dig it. Those enhanced I already sold. I already sold 2 level 4s for 5.5x, and I was just budgeting them as 4x for the sake of the earlier maps. So still gonna keep it at 4x because that's what they sold for as a minimum for most of the season. Okay. Okay. I think we're good. No Alva, nothing like that. Just forgot to set my stuff up here. So, you know, I usually showcase the first map. I go ahead and throw a Beyond into the map to make it a little more entertaining. First thing I'm trying to do is control my character, because Shroudwalker is kicking me in the ass here. I want to pick up all the shrines, pick up any altars that spawn along the way. I'm honestly hoping not to find too many altars before I find the boss. If that makes any sense. You can see here I just keep running into altars before I kill the boss. Now every altar that spawns from here on out is going to be a premium, more likely to be a premium altar. You can see that my measly 3k life character is now up to 11k life and 4k evasion. Definitely at the wrong altar there. Really paying attention. Now at this point, I want to make sure I grab the rest of the shrines, although I think I've already grabbed all the shrines. Basically just going around doing the mechanics, league mechanics, continuing to pick up altars, and strong boxes will be where it's really at this point. I got stuck behind the wall. I might have actually not unlocked all of that Legion. Bad form. Marikath, wow. It's cute. Yeah, and breaches, of course. How did that not open? Tujin, I'm not really going to pay any attention to this. Just going to kind of go wherever the remnants are around. Ring around the rosy here. And whatever I get, it's whatever I get. Because I'm trying to get in and out of the map in 3 minutes flat. And I've already been in this map for about 2 minutes. Apparently I've been invulnerable the whole time. Which is fun. Oh, forgot to hit detonate. But I still gotta loot and pick up a bunch of stuff. So now I'm already starting to loot things and... yeah, picking up the cemetery, double corrupted cemetery maps, hoping for beyond maps if possible. I will be doing some Arch Nemesis. Actually, a somewhat significant portion of my currency per hour ends up being like burial medallions and other reroll currencies. You know, they are one thing that definitely has not gone down in value. My goodness, Expedition really turned out to be a very valuable mechanic this season. Whether you're running the logbooks, whether you're using the reroll currencies, whether you're just selling the reroll currencies, so even someone like me who really doesn't want to do anything with Expedition in this league can still get a lot out of Expedition indirectly by running the Arch Nemesis for Temporal Bubble, Tree and Horde. Really kind of nice. If it wasn't for that, the discovery of Temporal Bubble, honestly, Arch Nemesis really would have been a complete dud. But because Temporal Bubble gives such a... and then, of course, it gives heist stuff, too, which actually, you know, you get tunnels, blueprints out of that. They're like 50 chaos a piece on average. The first map results, nothing special. Basically. Nothing special there. Alright. So I would need to find 7 brother stashes in this particular 100 map session in order to be kind of coming out even with what I predict will be the number of div cards I get across the whole thing. I'm expecting 6 brother stashes per 100 map. Currently on map number 102 at 5 brother stashes, so basically behind 1. Which is very much in the realm of normality. Major acceleration shrine makes this a whole lot of fun. Also got Gale Winds off of the Forbidden Flesh and Flame jewel pairing. If you want to see what 112% increase in movement, or whatever it's called. 132% increase action speed with 1,000 or 1,100-ish movement speed increase. That's why I am flying through the map in an almost uncontrollable fashion. But you know, I know you guys are probably looking at that and thinking, "Oh my God, how you know, it's redundant. How do you even control a character?" You know, I never really talked a whole lot about this, but it's actually not that hard to control a character. The only thing that's hard to control is whenever you have Shroud Walker debuff on. You're just teleporting against your own will. That is actually impossible to control. But aside from that, it's kind of like driving. You know, have you ever like driven in a really fast car? Do you like driving a sports car, for example? Because you know, if you were to be in the back seat of a sports car and the driver is going kind of nuts, you might be thinking, "Oh my God, how are you really in control of these vehicles right now, or are we about to die, or whatever?" The answer is like, well, no, actually, that person's in a lot more control than you may realize, because you know they are able to anticipate which way the character is moving, where my character is about to be. And also, one trick I use is once my character is moving like absurdly fast, I'm no longer really looking at the map. I'm only watching the mini-map, even when it comes to things like clicking shrines. I'm well, obviously clicking strong boxes, I have to actually see them, but at a certain point, I'll just stop looking at them, at the regular map, and I'm just looking at the mini map, the outlines and stuff, and I can see which way to go, which way I need to move. You know, do I need to go 11 o'clock? Do I need to go 4 o'clock? What direction? I just kind of operate based on that, and it works. It works well. I'm sure that's not the way GKG intended me to play the game, but too bad. Okay, I think this one is... Oh! I've been waiting for one of these again. It's been a long time since I've seen an Unnatural Instinct. God, I must have looked at like well over 1,000 unique Viridian jewels before I seen another one of those. I wonder how many of those I found this season. I think I found like around 8 or more Unnatural Instincts this season. They're not even that rare, really. I mean, they're not crazy rare. They're not like, sure as hell not Headhunter rare. I can't remember. I can't remember if they're tier 2 or tier 1 unique. Probably tier 1 unique, I guess. Well, hey, that's nice. That's a jackpot drop, big drop right there. What is this worth these days? It's all the way up to 11x now. It was 8x like early on in the season. It's 10x midway through the season. It's now 11x. So, in case you're wondering, am I going to be counting that towards my towards my grand total? You damn well better believe it, because you can absolutely expect a drop like that at some point in a 500 map session. It's not. It'd be slightly questionable if I counted that in just a 100 map session, but in a 500 map session, absolutely, that deserves to be counted.
I'm not up to that just yet.
So, I guess I gotta mark the time on that one, huh? That put me in a good mood. Now I just need to find a brother's stash. Then I'll be in a real good mood. What a weird layout this one is. Earlier this season, I found two Unnatural Instincts and a Mage Blood in one 100 map session. Oh, as well as a bunch of brother stashes too. And there's there's another one there. First brother stash. Well, that's it. I'm in a really good mood now. I can't. That's how it is. All right. Starting this particular session off really hot. Now this map actually did not use open very much of duplicate altars running. Something's sitting down over here. What? What? No, geez, just keeps getting better. Let's just make it rain loot. It's raining loot. Loot everywhere. Oh, I haven't even opened that box. Actually, that's really not raining loot. Not like it could have been. Duplicated the wrong scarab. Right. Well, still running really hot on this session. That's for sure. Even with the lackluster arch nemesis there. I mean, I still got some burial medallions. second glance here. Red star. Red star. Hey, what could it be? You know, I haven't even had like a single delirium map. Just now realized. I guess it can't be a brother stash because it's not a delirium map. So it's unfortunate. I'll go check in a second here. So casually making my way back up there. Whoop! Almost. Almost. Okay, you thought I was gonna check it, didn't you? Nope. Gonna go for the tease. I'm doing this abyss down here, man. Looting and doing abyss. I don't got time to check that red star. Oh god. Gotta run elemental reflect with an echoing scary. Scary stuff. Look, this abyss is still going on. What is going on with this thing? Holy crap. Alright. And it is not a brother's stash. Juked twice in a row. I just had another one of those drop 2 maps ago. Really wanted it to be true. Could it be? Yep. It's kind of a repeat from the first session. Major gap between the first and second brother stash. This is... I went from a mega hot streak to just ice cold. Let's see, this is... I think that... So I had found, what, that Unnatural Instinct Brother Stash Double Exalt drop in like the first 6 maps or something, and now I'm on map 48, I think. Yeah, 48. Oh, almost halfway done through the whole thing. So. Oop, oop, oop. Well, that's a highlight reel technically, but wow, it feels kind of bad because I'm now on map number 65. I haven't seen a brother stash in quite some time. I've only seen one brother stash in the last 60 maps. So, feels bad, man. But whatever, I guess I'll take it. Ooh. Lightning support? Okay. Still can't get brother stash. Everything except brother stash. That's pretty bad. Good lord, that strong box.
My mana is gone.
Alright folks, we're back. I got bad news. Two brother stashes in the second round of the 101 to 200 maps farming session. Very disappointing. But I got really good RNG in some other ways. Not that it's going to offset brother stashes, they're too valuable. That let's take a look here. We got dump tabs here. I pulled the rings. That's where the holes are. The rings were there, the breach rings. We got 5 grasping males to be ID'd. Each one that lands the 100% increased global defenses will equate to around 4 exalts, even though the market is really squirrely right now. It's been 4 exalts for the past. Once again, I have 2 level 4 rank enhanced supports. Now, the first time I managed to level 24 of these. This time I only leveled 18, mainly because I forgot to take the jewels out for like 12 maps or so, which was a mistake. You can see an enlightened support is also here. Did get this random drop a while back earlier. Actually, yeah. Okay, so I don't think this gets counted in excellence. We'll have to double check. So let's go back down here. Oh, we're already there. That's right. And let's see if the enlightened support shows up on here. It does not show up. Okay. As you can see, it is worth about 3 exalts. So what I'm going to do is we're just going to add 3 exalts to, so we got 3 there. We got 8 more from the enhanced supports. Let's see what these grasping males here. Okay, no hit there. No hit there. No hit there. No hit there. And this is really odd. Wow. Every time I ID these on stream, I don't get it. But like, frequently I ID these off stream and I hit. So I don't know. Well, anyway, no hits there. We're not going to cheat anybody and sell that unidentified. Please don't do that. It's very bad form. Okay. Excellence is saying I got 114.76x here. I need to take that plus 11. Okay, 114.76 plus 11. This is my real gross to what I earned. And then we got to take this minus the startup cost. 97. Okay, 97. Okay. $97. It was once again 6 hours. Actually, I got a little bit faster. I changed the way I was looting the maps. I started looting kind of on the go a little bit. I just got a little bit more intelligent about how I looted and was managed to keep my rampage stacks up much longer throughout the entire process in many cases. So before I used to just like fully clear everything and then loot everything, but then, you know, of course, you know, you're kind of running around picking up loot with no headhunter buffs, no rampage stacks, a little bit slow. Even at my speed, it feels a little bit slow. But yeah, I improved that a little bit. And I'm still going to say it was about 6 hours, yeah, which is again the same as I did the first time. I'm just gonna run that through all the way, even if I get a little bit faster or whatever. I'm just gonna say it took 6 hours to do 100 runs. We can see that I net profited 16x an hour. Now, how in the world did I do better this time than I did last time? With last 100 map sessions, I got 5 brother stashes. This time I only got 2, and this time I did even better. Well, like I said, my RNG was actually a fair bit better. Last time I also didn't get any grasping males hit. Last time I also got 2 enhanced supports to 4, so that whole range is exactly the same. I did not get an enlightened support last time, and I did not get an unnatural instinct last time. So this is worth 2 brother stashes right there. Actually, slightly more than 2. So that almost makes up for the missing 3 brother stashes. You know what? I also got way more exalted orbs this time. I said in the first video, it felt like my RNG for raw X was kind of bad. I think it was 12 that was there. I think there were 12, including however the shards, you know, increased them up. You notice that there were not very many highlight videos on this because I'm not highlighting exalt drops, but oh my god, I got at one point here in the second half where I didn't get any major drops except for the enlightened support. I did have a run of like I got like 5 raw X and 7 maps or something like that. I was just getting, it felt like I was getting 1 every map there for a second. And yeah, so that number is a bit higher than usual, so the RNG felt pretty good overall. It was a little disappointing. Keep seeing that red star, and then it's not a brother stash over and over and over again. Here's another thing. Now I may have to go check the video, the first video, and see. But the Dragon's Heart, I got 7 of these this time, and I'm 90% sure that the Dragon's Heart has a lower drop rate than the brother stash on the cemetery. I'm pretty sure it has a lower drop rate because I've done these farms a lot, and I just noticed that the brother stash dropped more often. Because if I see, you know, a major divination card drop, generally it's either the brother stash or the Dragon's Heart. So I've become pretty familiar with the drop rates of both, and I'm pretty confident in saying that brother stash I think it's like something like 20% more than Dragon's Heart on average. We're gonna find out because for the next 3 100 map sessions, I'm going to pay close attention to the Dragon's Heart's drop rate. And I'll try to go back in and look at the first one. But we got 7 of them this time, which is just crazy. I mean, that's basically the same as getting... I think that's the same as... That's equating RNG to getting like 9 brother stash or something. So, yeah, very high on the raw exalts, very high on the Dragon's Heart. Very high on the unique RNG. You know, just getting an Unnatural Instinct means the uniques RNG was phenomenal. Also got 1 Aegis, or I got a couple of these here. Yeah, Badge of the Brotherhood, and then it kind of downhill from there. So, yeah, got a whole bunch of scarabs like normal. Looks like maybe I got about 2x worth of scarabs more than last time. Yeah, I think so. I could be mistaken, but I think I only got about 1,500 chaos and scarabs last time. Well, so you know, it's kind of a mixed bag. The RNG kind of evened itself out, I guess. It's technically better session than the first one, even though the brother stash drops, which are typically the premier, most important RNG factor of this particular farming strategy, it was much worse this time, but I still managed to get more X per hour this time in the same amount of time. So that gives me a little bit of hope, obviously, because, I mean, let's say for, well, you know, let's for fun, like usual. Let's say I had gotten the typical 6 brother stashes in 6 hours. I would have damn near hit 20x an hour with an Unnatural Instinct coming in there. So I definitely foresee there a fairly high chance that one of these 5 farming sessions of 100 maps, I am going to hit 20x an hour. I'll probably hit the Grasping Males. I'll hit the enhanced supports. I'll get some, you know, jackpot unique, something like that. Decent chance of it. So, yeah, we'll keep moving on. Got to work today, so... The next, if you're watching this live on Twitch, the next video is going to be in a couple of days. Yeah, I have a couple of days off coming up soon. Stay tuned. I'm trying to crush these 500 maps out, like all within 1 week, if possible. I think I'll be able to manage to do it. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I'm going to get some lunch because I'm getting hungry. See you.